Democratic colleagues, talking about what's in this bill and what will happen in this country as a result of its passage today. From your reporting overnight, Ali, listening to Speaker Johnson early this morning saying, we got the votes not by making deals. Some of those members just needed the time to read and understand the bill. I don't make deals, he said. That opens Pandora's box. So what's your sense of the flip? Is it purely downward pressure from President Trump, who posted over and over again last night, MAGA is not happy with you, Republicans, get the job done?
Yeah, I think it's less reading the bill and more reading the political tea leaves here. The fact that Republican leadership, as Julie mentioned, were regularly warning about the fact that they wouldn't want to be the ones left in the White House's crosshairs if they were to vote against this bill. And I think momentum has a real role to play here. The idea of this July 4th deadline, Brendan has talked about how powerful and how steadfast Johnson was in sticking to it, but it's amazing that it stuck because it's fake. It's not a deadline, unlike the debt ceiling, for example, that would have had a hard X date in the middle of August and thusly really put pressure on members to do it to avoid financial catastrophe for the country. This is a fake deadline that they were able to hold to regardless, and they were able to flip members not by giving them anything. And it seems that Johnson learned something from his predecessor, Speaker McCarthy, on the giving away the store in the process of negotiating towards what you want. That's a lesson clearly from that. But the idea that people flipped and they actually got nothing, I think, is really stark and really telling here. But one of the things that happened, Brendan, is they did have meetings with the Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, about some of the math and the pay-fors here. They had meetings with the head of the OMB, Russ Vought, about rescissions packages that could come in the future. So it's not just these cuts, but they could be clawing back other appropriation funding there. What are those conversations like behind the scenes when you've got members that, as you said, may just want to hear what they need to hear to get to yes, but are going to have a really hard time defending this on the campaign trail a year from now?
Yeah, I mean, one of the hallmarks of this whole process has been like